Are you ready to get surprised? Here we unveil about the richest banks in the world, the money and how they look, how much wealth each bank holds. Don't you want to know about the mystery each richest bank in the world holds? Stick on to our video till the end.
A ver, no vamos a de tinta como de offset.
El trabajo mejor pagado de la historia, 2.400 millones de euros. Tal vez más, todo depende.
Number 10. Barclays PLC. First, we'll check about Barclays PLC, which we have assets worth $2.2 trillion. Assets worth $2.26 trillion that were created in the 1690s. One of them is Barclays. To introduce the well-known bank, we can state that it has operations in more than 50 countries and meets the requirements of 48 million people. Barclays PLC Bank is the leader in the UK markets. It's the proud sponsor of the English Premier League. Number 9. China Merchants Bank. A state-owned bank in China called China Merchants Bank, CMB, offers a variety of financial services and goods, including retail and corporate banking, investment banking, and asset management. China Merchants Bank, which is traded on the OTC market, recorded $51.79 billion in sales and $20.30 billion in net income during the previous 12 months. The bank's one-year trailing total return was minus 32.2%. with a market worth of $133.4 billion. With its main office in Shenzhen, China, the company also has activities in Hong Kong, Europe, and US. It also has branches and stores all throughout the nation. One of the biggest banks in China, CMB is renowned for its strong emphasis on retail banking. Number 8. Banco Santander. The NYSE-listed Banco Santander reported $54.64 billion in total revenue for the previous 12 months. The bank has proven its potential to make a substantial profit with a net income of $10.40 billion. Banco Santander has a market valuation of $47.5 billion, showing its status as a prominent participant in the banking sector while suffering market headwinds. The bank's trailing total return has decreased by 1.2% over the past year, demonstrating the market's turbulence and how it affects the performance of the bank's shares. With its headquarters in Madrid, Spain, Santander is a global bank and financial services provider with operations in over 10 nations. Number 7. HSBC. The Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation, also known as HSBC, is a global bank and provider of financial services with its headquarters in London, United Kingdom. With operations in more than 60 nations, it's one of the biggest banks in the world in terms of total assets. Investment banking, retail and commercial banking, wealth management, and other financial services are all provided by HSBC. Customers of the bank come from a variety of industries, including individuals, small and medium-sized businesses, and huge companies. HSBC has a large presence in insurance, asset management, and other financial services in addition to its main banking operations. The bank has demonstrated great profitability with a net income of $13.22 billion, with a market value of $119.7 billion. HSBC is clearly a major player in the banking sector. The bank has produced a one-year trailing total return of 8.6% during the past year, exhibiting strong performance and investor trust. The NYSE-listed HSBC Holdings reported $56.28 billion in revenue over the previous 12 months. Number 6. Citigroup. The holding from Citigroup Incorporated deals in the distribution of financial goods and services. Global Consumer Banking, Institutional Clients Group, and Corporate and Others are its three operating divisions. Citigroup was established in 1812 and has its U.S. headquarters in New York, New York. It now employs an estimated 223,400 people. The NYSE-listed Citigroup Incorporated, which generates significant profits, recorded revenue of $74.31 billion during the previous 12 months. Number 5. BNP Paribas. A significant worldwide bank with its head office in Paris, France, is BNP Paribas. With operations in more than 60 countries and a significant presence in Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa, is one of the biggest banks in the world. Retail banking, business and investment banking, asset management, and private banking are just a few of the many financial services the bank provides. It offers a variety of services to people, companies, and organizations, and is renowned for its knowledge in risk management, financing, and investing. The leading bank in European Union and a significant player in worldwide banking is BNP Paribas. Nearly 184,000 of its workers work for it throughout 64 nations, with more than 145,000 of them based in Europe. Number 4. Wells Fargo & Company. One of the country's first banking institution was Wells Fargo. It was established in 1852 and has since expanded to become one of the biggest national banks in the country, with hundreds of bank branches and ATMs located all across the country, several checking and saving operations, as well as several additional banking services for people, companies, and organizations are available from Wells Fargo. The personal banking service and products of Wells Fargo Bank are the main subject of this study. As of January 30th, 2023, account information and annual percentage yields, APYs, are correct. For both individual and business clients, Wells Fargo provides a wide range of financial services. A bigger number of banks' individual clients were harmed by the company's recent false account issues, which resulted in a $3 billion fine from the U.S. government for Wells Fargo as part of ongoing procedures in 2020. Number 3. JPMorgan Chase & Company. A worldwide bank and holding company for financial services, JPMorgan Chase & Company engages in a variety of financial services, including consumer and investment banking, asset management, wealth management, and corporate financing. The most recent financial report from JPMorgan Chase indicates that the company's current value is $136.32 billion. The corporation generated $128.69 billion in revenue in 2022, a rise from $121.64 billion in revenue in 2021. The entire income that a business makes through a sale of its products or services is known as revenue. Contrary to earnings, no deduction is made for cost. Number 2. China Construction Bank. Beijing is home to China Construction Bank, one of the major 4 banks. In 2005, the bank went public on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, and in 2007, shares of the bank were listed in mainland China. The management of China's National Wealth Fund, Central Huijin Investment, holds the largest stake, 57% of the total. In 2021, the corporate banking, retail banking, and wholesale banking business sectors contributed 28%, 57%, and 15% respectively to the company's earnings before taxes. Number 1. Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, Ltd. Commercial banking and financial services are offered by Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, Ltd. Corporate banking, personal banking, treasury operations, and others are the business segments through which it conducts its operations. It was established in 1984, and its Beijing, China headquarters, about 434,089 people work for the firm. Currently, ICBC is valued at $5.5 trillion. A well-known Chinese banking organization is Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, Ltd., IDCBY, which is listed on the OTC market. The bank generated large revenue of $143.32 billion for the trailing 12 months, underscoring its sizable influence in the financial sector. Industrial and Commercial Bank of China has proven its capacity to produce large profits with a net income of $55.34 billion. The economic environment and numerous market elements have an impact on the bank's success.